Hi, I'm Tom Lydon with ETF Trends in Chicago, and here with Jim Ross from State Street. Jim, you were there with the first ETF 23 years ago, SPY. Man, a lot's changed.
It sure has. It's been a fun run, though.
And congratulations for all your success and all the growth State Street's had. But today, the average advisor, as they're looking at the market, what do they need to be concerned about as they look into the fall?
I think as they look into the fall, obviously there's the overall volatility of the markets, both equity and fixed income, is a challenge for them in trying to understand. We have equity markets that are high. So what does that mean for the long term? Understand what does it mean for the global economy, which has obviously had its share of challenges. And then they have regulation coming at them with the DOL and a variety of other regulations that will impact their business. And they have a client base that's looking for them for advice.
So you mentioned DOL, we all have to pay attention to that. You mentioned volatility in the markets. State Street has a whole variety of smart beta-oriented strategies like low volatility, dividend-oriented strategies that help advisors to maybe offset some of that volatility.
Yeah, I think there's a whole host of products out there that advisors can look to, and obviously State Street offers some of them, but they also have to look at how do those fit into their overall portfolio strategies, and just tweaking to say, geez, I want to have low vol or dividend may actually overweight the advisor's portfolio in a way that isn't appropriate for the client's outcome. So they really have to look at the holistic solution, as I think they always have looked at their clients, and really what's the outcome we're trying to get to and what's the best way of getting there. We obviously are very happy to engage with advisors about how they're trying to go through that journey with their client and how we may look at their portfolio construction capabilities and tweak or consider different alternatives there.
We're here in Chicago at an event that you're hosting for ETF strategists. There are a lot of advisors who transition business from actively managed funds over to ETFs, but more and more are turning to ETF strategists to help them with portfolio construction.
I think in a day and age where we have a significant amount of ETFs in the world today and a very large number here in the US, I think of two things. One, I think we as an industry need to continue to focus on responsible innovation of product and making sure what we're bringing out does make sense for the end investor, and there are potential users out there. But two, I think from the advisor standpoint, they're looking at this saying, geez, historically I may have selected stocks, I may have selected funds, I may have selected ETFs, but is there a better way for me to deliver for my client? Better way to get that outcome, and really they're looking at ETF managed portfolios as potentially that solution that may be a strong solution for part or all of their clients' portfolio. And how do they blend those together? How do they do the due diligence on ETF managed solutions so they understand the risk that they're taking and is that the appropriate risk for their client?
So choice is great, but you have to make sure you understand how you use those choices wisely.
Yeah, I think choice is fantastic, and with the United States of America, we believe in the democratic process, but we also have to understand that with the number of ETFs out there, you really want to make sure that what you're bringing out from a product, and I think about this from a product development and manufacturing standpoint, we focus a lot of time is on really what we look at as responsible innovation of new products, and how do we make sure what we're bringing makes sense for the marketplace, makes sense for clients, and really it's something that we feel structurally we can deliver. We have a very large institutional heritage in our asset management business, and there's a number of times I'll sit down, we'll have a great idea, and I'll sit down with my portfolio management team like, we cannot deliver on that, and that ends it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense for us to continue to go forward. So I think it's really important upon the industry to really continue to look at, there's nice broad trends out there, but you have to make sure it's a long-term strategic product that belongs in the marketplace.
Absolutely. Jim, thanks for grabbing some time with me.
Tom, I'm happy to.